everyone, Bob here. Welcome to Fix Shoulder Pain exercises for seniors and beginners. Today we're going to address our shoulders by first massaging the shoulders, then working through various ranges of motion with that joint, and lastly finishing by strengthening the shoulders. If you do that on a regular basis, you can avoid the pain that might be inevitable for all of us, or address the pain you already have. Massage number one will be dealing with the trapezius muscle, which envelops your shoulder in the front, on top, in the back, in the neck. The job of the trapezius is so you can lift your arm up. So you have a bony ridge here going from your shoulder over into your collarbone. I want you to place one hand on that bony ridge, and just on the other side of the bone, I want you to feel the sensation in the tissues and muscles of the trapezius with your finger pads as we do the massage. So you're kind of applying pressure there. You might be digging your fingers into the trapezius on the back of the top of the shoulder. As you lift your arm up, are you feeling it? And down. Not too fast. Let's try it again. Lift your arm up. I'm applying pressure and down. And one more time, up and down. Good. Now I'm going to take it right here, parallel to the ground, the arm, and take it out. Concentrate on where your trapezius muscle is, and all the way back. And out. Not fast. Keep it straight. And back. And out. And back. Now I'm just going to make some circles. You can go this way, you can go that way. Think about where you're squeezing and your trapezius muscles getting a massage. Is it ever lucky? Good. Let's try the other side. So here's a trapezius enveloping your shoulder and into your neck. Put my hand on top of the ridge, dig my finger pads into the muscle just on the other side of the bone. I can feel a little indentation there. Right, that's the core of the trapezius muscle. So apply pressure with your fingers and then slowly bring your arm up. How does that feel? Underneath those shoulder pads, or finger pads, sorry. Up, down, and up, and down. Good. Bring your arm parallel to the ground and go in and out. Out, in, out, in, out, in. And then make some circles. Other way. Little circles, big circles. Just concentrate on your trapezius muscle and where you're applying pressure. Good work. Some people use a little racquetball or a tennis ball, and they put it in that area, and then they lie down on their back and try to move the ball around, back and forth and around in circles. But we can do it with our finger pads too. It's time to massage or release the tissues and muscles in the front of our shoulder. We did the back, now the front. So we had our fingers cupping the ridge up here, the bony ridge. We want to slide down with our finger pads just below the bony ridge in the front, right here. This is the beginning of our costal muscles. Right here, our costal muscles, which are part of our shoulders. So I got my pads right below the bone on the costal muscles, and I'm going to apply pressure. Okay, now while I'm getting my fingers in position there to apply pressure for the massage, I'm going to bring up my arm so it's straight, parallel to the floor, palm down, and then I'm going to slowly bring my elbow back and feel the sensation under my finger pads that are pushing down into my costal muscles. Then slowly take it all the way out. Feel those costals? Yep. Way out there. And then slowly bring it in. And then slowly take it out. And slowly bring it in. Okay? And then when you've got your elbow in, take your arm up like this. And then down, past parallel, like this. Your arm's bent. Slowly bring it up, say howdy. And slowly wave goodbye and down. You should feel it under your pads. And then one more time up. And then down. Good, other side. Here's the shoulder ridge. Come down in front with your finger pads. Little indentation in there. You'll feel the costal muscles on this side of your shoulder. Dig your finger pads in there. Get your arm up parallel and bring your elbow back slowly. Yep, it's raining and I'm outside. And slowly straighten your arm. And slowly bring it in. Focus on your muscles and your tissue underneath your finger pads. Good, and then bring your arm up and say hello. Wave goodbye. Hello. Wave goodbye. And not too fast. Hello. Wave goodbye. Good work. That's the front of the shoulder. The last massage is the rotator cuff part of your shoulder. Yeah, you've got bones going into a socket there, and they're connected with tendons and all kinds of tissues and muscles, and your arm can do all kinds of fancy stuff, right? While these bones are in that socket. Well, we have to find the spot to massage. So again, we're going to reach over our shoulder, but not on the ridge this time, and not just below the ridge, but take these two fingers and reach down where your shoulder blade is. And you'll feel a bony part of your shoulder blade. There's mine, I'm awfully skinny anyway. There's the bony shoulder blade. Now I'm going to bring my fingers just above the bone. There's like a little indentation in there. That's where I've got my pads. That's where I'm going to push. That's where I want my pressure to be. Okay, so I'm applying pressure to the core of the rotator cuff. Got it in there? Just again, shoulder blade, bone, two fingers, just above the bone there's a little indentation. I'm pushing it in. So now this is what I do with my shoulder and my arm. As I'm pushing it in, I'm just pushing up and doing a little shrug. Little old shrug there. And relax my arm. Feeling underneath my pads. What am I touching? Yep, rotator cuff core. Push up. One more time, up. Good, and then to finish it off here on this side, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to take my arm way behind me and then try to push it that way. So I'm resting my knuckles on my back and I'm pushing my arm out. Relax. Out. Relax. And out. Relax. As I push down on my rotator cuff core. Tough, right? The first thing we have to do is find the rotator cuff core. So here's my two fingers with the pads. Not the top of my shoulder, bony ridge. No, down on my shoulder blade. Oh, I can feel the bone there too. Slide my two fingers up above the bone and you'll find a little indentation. Mine's right about there. And then apply pressure. Now whether you're using a tennis ball or a racket ball and you're lying on the floor trying to find that spot, or your fingers you're pushing, Okay? So remember, shrug first. So just slowly bring your shoulder up and then push your arm down. And again, up, down, and up, down. And then take the arm with the knuckles on your back, and you're going to push your arm way over to the other side as you apply pressure on your rotator cuff core. And try relaxing. And then way over again. Relaxing. Way over again. Relaxing. Tough work, but that's just the massage. It's time to explore our shoulders' range of motion and everything involved with the shoulder joint. And in order to do that, we're going to do exactly what it is: motion. We're going to move. The first exercise is ball catch. So in order to use something that's round and easy to get a hold of with our fingers, easy to grip, I'm going to use an orange. It's about the right size. A tennis ball works, a racket ball, which is a little softer and smaller, a juggling ball, they all work. A lemon. There's no excuse for not doing this exercise. So I want you to turn your hand over, holding on to the ball. It doesn't have to be completely straight, your arm, but you know, and then let go and then catch it. Let go and catch it, let go and catch it. If you happen to drop it, when you get to pick it up, I want you to make sure you remember to bend your legs to pick it up. Don't just bend at the hips. But you're not going to drop it. You're going to hold it down and you're going to throw it and catch. And then you're going to move it out this way, out this way, out this way, throw and catch. And then move back across your body the other way. So your range of motion is this. And you're also doing this with that joint. Switch sides. This is my non-dominant, my lousy catching hand, so I might drop it. My grip should be okay on that side. Come back. Go across the front of your body and throw and catch. Okay? That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 involves no equipment, just you. So I'll put my ball down. Maybe I'll eat that orange later for vitamin C. I'll take my jacket off so you can see my arms better. I'm going to stand up straight. My arms are dangling at my sides. I'm as tall as I can get. I take my hands, palms facing in, and my arms up the front of my body like this until they're right overhead. Way up, way up, way up. And then when I get up there, I'll back up so you can see. I'm going to put my hands together. Okay? And I'm going to reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching. My hands are together. I'm pulling my shoulders up too. I'm not on the balls of my feet. My feet are flat. My arms are way up. Okay? Then I'm going to turn my palms so they're facing down and my arms are coming down beside my body like so. And I'm going to put them on my back like this. Okay? And then when I get on there, I'm going to pull them up my back. So I'm bending my arms at my elbows and my shoulders are working with my upper and lower arms to bring my hands up as high as I can get them. And then slowly bring them down. So now they're at my side again. So here it is. It's not too complicated. It's just slowly, palms facing in, up, 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 until they're right overhead. Put your palms together, and then reach way up, way up, way up. Right. Get your arms out of that ball and socket position, and then let go and bring your arms down at your sides like this, palms still facing in. Bring them behind you. Put one on top of the other, place it on your back or your bum, and then slide it up. Stand up straight when you do this. How high can you get it? And then slowly bring it down. One more time without even talking here. We know what to do. Good work. It's called the swimmer. Number 3, belly to lumbar spine with a pole. I think at the beginning you noticed I was holding on to a garden pole. If you would rather just use a broom handle, take the little dusting part off the bottom of your broom and use that. But I like this because it's tall enough. If the broom only comes up to here or maybe the top of your head, you'll have difficulty with this exercise, so don't do it. Make sure your pole is nice and long, taller than you, so that you can hold it with a nice wide grip and your arms stay straight. I don't want them to bend. Put them on your belly and lift up. So here you are overhead, and then go back down. Let's lift up slowly, arms straight, stick is parallel to the ground. Bring it past your head and back behind your head. Notice my arms, they're still straight. Bring it over, slowly bring it down to belly. We're heading to the lumbar spine, so here we go up. Arms are still straight. Remember, if your arms bend, the stick isn't long enough. Behind our head and down to our shoulder height. And back up and over and down. And one more time all the way to our lumbar spine, maybe. Here we go. Right down there. Looks like that. And back you go. Arms straight, overhead, and down to your belly. Now, if you don't have one of these, and you don't have a broom or whatever, and you still want to try it, but you have maybe a walking stick or something, put it behind your back with your palms facing down, hold on to it, and then practice coming up so that your arms are parallel to the floor and going down. If you can't do the belly to lumbar spine, do it this way. Keep the arms straight though, and the stick parallel to the floor. And do it 3 times. There's one more range of motion. It's called the lemon twist. Do you need a lemon? No. You just need an arm out, palm up, like you're holding on to a lemon. And bring it out to the side. And I want you to bring it, keep your palm facing up, bring it back over your head, and then curve around out in front. Palm facing up the whole time. Bring it back the way you came. The lemon twist. Palm up. Just 3 times. Other side. Palm up. Palm up. Palm up. Palm up. Palm up. Palm up. Right? Like if you had a glass of water in your hand, would it spill? Well, if your range of motion in your shoulder was really healthy, it wouldn't spill. If you practice these exercises enough, you'll get really good at them, and your shoulders will love you. 3 times, right? Let's just finish that off with both at the same time. Here we go. And back the way you came. The lemon twist. To keep our shoulders healthy, we've got to get them strong and all the muscles, ligaments, tendons, and connective tissue strong too. So I have 3 exercises that are strength shoulder exercises. And the first one is called the pendulum walk the wall. So watch how we do this. If you have a wall, good. If you don't have a wall, you can pretend. So I'm going to put one hand on one thigh, and I'm going to hinge at the hips as I bend over and let this arm just dangle. And I'm going to tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Maybe tick-tock a little bit more range of motion here. And then I'm going to tick-tock this way. And then I'm going to tick-tock in a circle. And then I'm going to slowly stand back up and do the other side. Hand on the hip, the thigh, hinge until this one is straight and just dangling there, and tick-tock. And then tick-tock this way. And then a circle. And you might say, well, how can this be a strength thing, exercise, when you're not even using any weight? And then slowly straighten up. Well, I'm using my arms and they're weighted. But maybe I need to add a little bit more because it's just a little bit too easy for my shoulders. So what will I use? Well, maybe I'll use an orange. Bend your legs. I got it. Or maybe a can of beans. Or maybe a bottle of water. Or maybe a hand weight that's like a pound or 2. All right, one hand on the thigh here, the quad. Hinge, tick-tock. Tick-tock. And a circle tick-tock. And straighten up, switch. Tick-tock. Tick-tock. And a circle tick-tock. And straighten up. You might go, too easy. Well, then get something a little heavier that you can hold on to, like maybe a book. Something that you can grip too, okay? But the form is the same and the actions are the same, all right? That's the pendulum. Number 2 is a row. Well, since I might need a weight that's heavier than my arms, I'll start off with this orange. Okay, so I'm going to get my legs wider than my shoulders, and I'm going to sit in the chair that isn't there, and since the orange is in this side of my body, this is the side I'm going to row. This one, I'm going to use my forearm to rest on my quad. So this arm is hanging down here, but I'm going to bring it up halfway, and then I'm going to pull the weight, the orange, up, so my elbow goes nice and high. Notice my elbow? Halfway down, and my elbow goes nice and high. So it's row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Straighten up, switch sides with the weight, rest on the quad thigh muscle, right? Let it dangle, bring it up halfway and start row, row. Get that elbow really high. Row your boat gently down the stream. Keep your head in neutral, no straining the neck. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And straighten up. That's the row. You decide on the weight. Just make sure your posture and your form is correct. Got it? And then the last one is called the 3 presses. And again, you should have a weight in each hand or no weights at all. So today I think I'll do it with the orange and this canister here that I'm using to wash my windows. They're both about 1 pound. You know this. It's called the 3 presses. I'm just going to do 3 of each of the 3. Okay? So my arms are in goalpost position, 90 degrees at the joint here, and my arms are going to be straightened out right over my head. Notice how they come close to my head and they're as straight as they can go, and then I slowly bring them back down to goalpost. I'm not going to do anything with my lower body. I'm just going to concentrate on those shoulders and strength in those shoulder tissues. That's 3 times right. Go to the second one. I bring the forearms together until they touch and back out. 1 more. Use whatever weight you want as long as your posture and your form is correct. And the last one, I just tilt until I'm there. Straighten up. There's 2. I'm not going too fast. And there's 3. And then I'm done. So you just experienced some strengthening shoulder exercises. The pendulum, tick-tock, the row, 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 row your boat, and the 3 presses. Got it? Overhead, pec, which is here and at the back, and here, which is rotator cuff. Good luck with those shoulders. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you are notified next time I put out a video. And exercise the shoulders regularly.